photo itself.
Where is the claim, or where is the evidence to back up this assertion?
What, that it's a painting?
Point
It's a
is that
painting.
photo is
Chemo made a
unverified.
claim.
Yes, I did, yes.
If
That
you want to
photo
play
is
by the rules and, you know, go out in Battlefield 1700s style with them,
Yeah.
at least do that.
Okay.
Chemo, evidence, it's a painting, as you claimed.
So NASA employees tell us that they do paint it because they have to.
What employees?
I think it was Robert Simmons.
No.
Yeah.
No, where's this evidence? Where did Robert Simmons say they do paintings?
And go and look it up on NASA's
and
website.
this what those photographs from Apollo are of.
Go and look it up on
painting.
NASA's website.
What does Robert Simmons have to do with Apollo?
Yeah.
Was Robert Simmons born when Apollo was operating?
Well, go and look it up on YouTube, on Google.
I'll do your research for you right away, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm not jumping through your hoops.
He wouldn't have been born.
Well, you're not having much of a conversation now, are you? You can't even back up your own silly-ass claims that you pulled out of your ass, by the way.
I'll just give an example of
My ass.
NASA page show. You go and find my evidence.
Not happening.
Exactly. That's why he ran away. Now, obviously, this image, however it was made, is not possible because those areas that they've painted or CGI'd or photoed in black would be blue. Exactly. Let me show you the picture that we're looking at.
Keep rambling. What do you mean, exactly?
So the area that you see here in black, if this were real, would be blue. Those corners, those four corners of the black would be blue.
Why?
Why?
Because the gas would try and fill that space. There was an area
Holy
that
fuck.
is less
Jesus.
there's less in the black area and more in the blue area, so to speak.
Yeah, but gas goes towards density.
You're wrong and insane.
So explain then how that black area is not blue.
No, you explain why it should be blue. You
Because
failed to do so.
gas will fill the available space. And
What is the size of the atmosphere relative to the diameter of the Earth?
Nothing
Kimo?
to do with that. That's not science. Science shows us
It's got everything to do with that.
No, it hasn't.
Everything to do with that.
No, it hasn't. Because if
The atmosphere is going to look relatively paper thin compared to the size of the Earth there, leaving all that blackness of space around the Earth. You are wrong.
No. If I try to recreate this, if I try to recreate this in a laboratory, I won't be able to keep the gas, the blue, on the ball. The black area will become blue also.
Well, go ahead and create something the size and mass of the Earth in your laboratory, and let's see about that.
We don't know the size of the Earth. Nobody does.
So you can't substantiate your claim. What else do you want to lose on? Next.
Science tells us that you cannot have gas next to this black area of nothing. It will fill it.
Who's science? Science, where are you? Who have you been talking to, Kimo?
It's a natural
Give us the
law
citation for that.
of thermodynamics.
We should be able to read that.
Thermodynamics.
Thermodynamics?
Yeah, I think he said Dalmatians.
Yeah, he did.
Thermodynamics.
So, Kimo, are you going to issue us another second violation
you don't believe me, Jeremy?
of thermodynamic law citation
Let's see
today?
what Jeremy thinks. Look at this image, Jeremy. This look at the black area. Now, what would happen to the gas, Jeremy, if that was really gas next to that black area? What do you reckon? Jeremy's still here.
Did you get your ass kicked enough that now you got to call in, Jeremy? You got to tag out.
Well, you guys don't seem to understand it. I'm
Kimo,
seeing
what's the answer?
My
What does
AirPod
science
died.
say
What
is the
happened,
reason-
Kimo?
Well, you see that image of the ball with the gas on
Yes.
it?
What does science say is the reason the gas doesn't go down?
Wouldn't the black area be blue if that was
No,
real?
that's not what science says. Science says that it would stick to the ball because held in by gravity.
Well, I mean, you would need a container to contain the gas, no?
Okay, so you believe in a domed earth. Okay.
At least container walls.
Right, a domed earth. It could
I'm not a
be
dome.
like
I'm not a
solid
dome
concrete
earther.
above it if you want.
I'm not a dome earther, but you definitely need walls, container walls.
Well, you're
to
asserting that
contain
it's got to
gas.
be a dome of some kind.
I'm asserting that you need container walls to contain gas, and by definition, gas pressure is the force exerted on the walls of the container.
Okay, so
So,
you're a concrete domed earth, whatever you
I
want
didn't
to
say
call it.
dome. No one said dome.
Well, okay, it's a square box. It's got a lid on it. Whatever. You're a lid earth person.
I'm not claiming anything about the top.
You just said that it has to exist.
Container walls, yes. We know this.
Okay, so domed earth.
I didn't.
Okay, so-
Who said dome? Does dome implies top?
Uh-huh.
So I'm
Come on,
not saying anything about the top.
Flat
I'm just saying.
surface underneath, and you've got a top on it. So what shape is that top going to be?
I'm not saying there's a top or not. I make no claims to a top. I know
Oh, you
you
got it.
definitely
You
need
are
walls,
With that. You're saying that there's
No, I'm
something that
saying-
can hold the air in.
sides, walls,
Oh, wall. Oh, okay. All you need is side wall.
container walls.
I see. Okay.
Go look up the definition of gas pressure, and you'll see that you definitely are going to need container walls if you have gas pressure.
Okay, so you have a completely different retarded view of this. Cool.
Dude, even quantum erasers fucking citations clearly make a distinction between like bottled gas pressure and atmospheric pressure. What the why do you keep doing this, Jeremy?
Because he wants to pretend to be retarded.
Well, I think you're confused, Pure.
No,
highly
no, I'm not.
confused. He's highly confused, Chemo.
No,
Exactly
I'm
what he
not.
called it.
Blue Marble went through quantum erasers fucking citations.
Pure, you got to understand that if you've got high
I don't need to understand
pressure,
you or anything.
if you've got this high,
We know you don't.
if you've got this high pressure, Pure, you can't stop the high pressure from going to the low pressure without a force or like a container or something.
Okay,
Yeah, force. Thank you. Welcome.
There is a force. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to Globe Earth.
Whoa! Hold your horses. What force is that then?
But Jeremy said there's no lid.
The four fundamental forces.
I said I don't make a claim of a lid. There could be.
Well, what's keeping the air from just going up?
What's keeping? That's what we're asking. Yeah, what's stopping it from going off into that black
No,
area?
you got to talk to Jeremy. Jeremy's the one who seems confused.
Yeah, what's keeping the air from going up? That's what I'm wondering about.
Well, maybe Chemo can tell you.
Chemo, what stops the air from going up?
It would be another medium.
So a lid.
I don't know if it's like a lid though. It's just, I mean, is the air a lid for the water?
No, there's going to keep the air from just drifting out into the vacuum, right?
But it's not a vacuum. That's what we're trying to say. This is a fake picture.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Have you seen the one we're talking about? Have a look at this. This is the blue marble.
Earth with a wall around it. What's above it, Jeremy?
We're analysing this picture here. The black
What's above it,
area
Jeremy?
should be blue, Scott, is what we're saying.
Incorrect, Emo.
Well,
But-
that's what
Does that-
you're
does that
saying.
open space above that doesn't have a ceiling just go off into infinity? Does it keep going up and up and up and up forever?
Who knows? I don't make claims about the sky. That's your guys.
Oh.
That's your guys.
Yeah, no, you.
reification.
No,
That's
it's
your
not
guys'
reification.
Can you ever let somebody finish a sentence?
No, not when you're talking bullshit.
Why? Why can't I finish sentences with you? It's ridiculous.
Because you're talking bullshit. When you ever say the word reification, you have no
Well,
idea what
let
the
me-
fuck you're talking about.
All right.
Hey, let him finish. That's
I don't even know what I was saying anymore, Jim. This guy ruins everything.
But Chemo, are you really going to let him get away with not having a dome?
Maybe there is, maybe there's not.
we
Like I
don't
said, I
know,
don't make
do
any
we?
claims.
Chemo,
Not
fight back,
sure.
man. Stand up for your position.
I
I
make no
don't-
sky
so-
claims.
Listen, I'm saying because there's no atmospheric pressure, there's no force or a container. You need a container for atmospheric for pressure, for gas
Well,
pressure.
yeah.
No,
Tell
you
Jeremy.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Tell Jeremy. He thinks it can be a thing without a lid, without a lid on or a dome.
I have no idea. There could be a lid. I mean, I would assume there would need to be a lid, but I don't make any sky
You'll
claims.
all see
'cause
that
I
I'm
can't-
right.
Getting chemo.
I
You'll
can't
Put your
verify
whipping
it.
boy in place.
You'll all see that
Come
I'm
on.
right when you realise that you can't measure the pressure outside. Soon. Because for gas
Good
pressure,
point.
you need a lid.
That's
container.
fucking that's fucking
That's a
stupid.
good point.
No,
So
it's
there's a lid now.
not.
Well, where's the lid? Where's the container? Where is it?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Right. So we don't have gravity. We know it's not a force, and we don't have a container. So where does the pressure come from?
We have those things.
No.
Sorry. You
Where-
can say it all you want.
Okay. So where does the pressure? You say gravity. Prove gravity. Well, we're waiting for biojoule. Is that you're waiting for?
Oh, that's been done. That was done back in 2015. We already went through all that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna need this Cavendish.
You just hand waved it.
Even if they do it in a vacuum,
No,
chemo,
we
I
don't.
don't think
We
that's
don't.
enough. I think they're actually gonna need.
I know, because you
I
just
think
need
they're
to
actually
hand
gonna
wave
need-
it away.
Bro, why are you
Yeah.
talking a whole? I thought you were done talking, so I started talking.
The tactic they all
You guys
do
need
it,
to learn. You guys got to learn some manners, man. Seriously.
Go on then.
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, slut.
Oh, God. So, Jeremy, I asked Chemo last night if it was all worth it to him, losing his family and all his friends and having nobody
I
in
didn't
his life.
say I lost
because he-
anyone. I said it's not
He-
about
Why?
me.
Who said that?
I know.
Well, I'm just wondering, will it be worth it for you if that happened to you too?
It ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
It's holding up the
Not
earth.
over. Not over this.
It's okay. As long as
So,
you believe that.
chemo.
Good man.
It's holding
Chemo.
up the sky.
I can hear Jeremy
Is that
talking
fear
to Scott.
tactics? Is that putting fear into people? Is
What's
it?
wrong with you guys?
Yeah, they're trying to scare me.
Yeah, it
Why are you
is.
trying to
It's,
scare me?
pointing out the reality of what happens to everybody who goes down this path. They
Well,
lose everybody
you know,
around them because
No,
nobody
you're
can stand
not.
to be near them.
You're trying to put the fear into people.
Yeah, it's not
basically.
nice.
It ain't going to work, mate.
Admittedly, yes.
It is not.
So- only is gonna
What if
get
your
through it.
family sucks anyway?
Do you know what
The
happens
realization
to
that
Globies?
shit's going to happen to him for walking around like this, but maybe he keeps it from his family well enough. And as long as he doesn't
What? They know.
come public like Chemo apparently has and every other flat earther.
My family knows, bro. Why are you trying to play mind games with
No.
me?
Do you
Is
know
this the
what
only way it's
happens
gonna
to
reach you?
Globies?
You're playing mind games with me, Mackie. That's
I
not
know.
cool, man.
Admittedly. You got me, man.
Well, why? That's not nice.
It's the only thing that's going to be able to reach you, Jeremy.
It's
Nothing.
one of
You
their
don't need to
tactics.
reach
supposed
me,
to come
Mackie.
down.
I'm fine. You don't need
It's
to
one
reach
of their
me.
tactics.
People are going to just like not want to fucking be around you.
Do you know what happens
Why?
to the globe Earth?
Because of my
Because
personal
it's crazy,
beliefs.
Jeremy.
If somebody doesn't want to be around me because of my
That's
personal
crazy.
beliefs, then that's fine.
Do you know what
Even
happens?
your children, it's fine, dude.
If people
come on,
don't
man.
want to be around me because of my personal beliefs, then I don't think that's a person I want around me.
Well, if you want to call it
Even
My
belief,
family
Jeremy.
knows my personal beliefs, and they're
Even
fine
your
with it.
wow,
So
dude.
what is your major malfunction with this?
Jeremy, if you want to call it a belief right now, just say, this is my religious belief,
Wow.
and I will leave you alone. I have no scientific proof for it, but it's just my belief. I will leave you alone from now on, I promise.
No, there's a lot of
What's
evidence
holding
for
up
flat
the
Earth.
Earth and the sky?
There's a lot of evidence.
What's holding up the
No,
earth?
there's zero evidence for
water.
flat Earth.
There's not
There
a
is,
single
water.
piece of evidence.
So
What's holding
there's
up
not
the
a
Earth?
single
and the
piece
Flat
of
Earth
sky?
evidence.
evidence. It's absurd.
Sure, we've been
It's
asked a
absurd
question
how much
about
flat
what's
Earth
underneath.
evidence
How much, Jeremy? Other than, hey, I climbed off one of my rock, and it looks flat. I'll
I'm
give
not
you that.
going
What's
through
after
or
that?
something.
Well, no,
They're spiraling,
that's
Chemo.
not
They're
even
spiraling.
What's
true.
holding up the
Come on,
Earth?
Jeremy.
that
What's
is
your
not
best proof
even
of flat
true.
Earth? Jeremy, best proof of flat Earth right now. Go.
Hey, Nasha Show, please stop saying that because that's not true. You can't, I don't walk anywhere in Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Mexico itself. There's not a place that I've been where I walk outside and go, looks fucking flat, because it's not. Granting them even that dumb shit, there's not one piece of evidence for
Hello?
the Earth being flat.
Shut up, Patrick.
Please stop saying that.
You just gotta go
Stop
to the
saying
ocean.
that.
It's not hard to go to the
Guess
ocean.
what? I've been to the ocean many a time. I've traveled this country coast to coast, and guess what? Even at the ocean, doesn't fucking look flat.
You must be stupid as fuck.
He is. It's okay.
Oh no, I've been to the ocean. I've seen boats go over the horizon, and that's pretty much proof of the globe Earth. I mean, you can hand wave some way and invent some bullshit aether band or some such shit, but other than that,
No, Biodual told us yesterday it's the thermal What do you say, Chemo? The thermal what? That hides things bottom up?
Thermal layer.
Thermal layer?
Thermal layer,
Yeah,
Wait.
that's right.
Well,
Thermal layer.
so it's a new ether band invention then? Is that what we're calling the ether band now?
No, that's a globe invention.
Hey, Jeremy, at least I have a skill that I get paid for. You scrape gum off the bottom of fucking tables.
That's not necessary, Pure. Seriously.
Fuck
Now you're
off!
just
You
down
want to
personal
personally?
attacks.
You really says the
That's
guy
some
that
fucking
just
Glover
said I'm
talking shit.
stupid. Fuck
That's some
off,
fucking
bitch.
Glover talking shit.
That has nothing to do with our personal jobs. I mean,
Really?
geez.
You're the one that's twice
That's all
that you
they've got
decided to
left.
try and call somebody an idiot.
Did I say you're an idiot, or did I just agree with the guy that said you're an idiot?
No, you did
Either
say
way,
it,
I
so
mean,
go
either
fuck
way.
off. Oh, either way,
Either way, you're an idiot. So you're
you
like
little
an M. Stone
hypocritical
here.
bitch.
You're like a little M. Stone, bro. Go cry.
Oh, I'm not crying. I'm just pointing out
Go cry
the
about it with your
irony
whiny
of
voice.
your fucking statement.
You got anything else,
You got
Patrick?
a little big boy whiny voice. Then you're gonna go cry about it.
And you're still gonna go scrape gum off the fucking table.
All right.
You're gonna go buff a floor, maybe vacuum
So
some
what?
carpet.
Sure, I'm gonna wash some glass and toilets. So what? Is there a problem with that? Or, I mean, this earth would be filthy if there wasn't guys like me doing this stuff.
You know, it's honest work, Jeremy, and I commend you for it, but you're still a fucking retard.
That I can handle.
I don't condemn. I don't commend anybody
You
that
just
wants
were.
to call anybody stupid. Yet, I actually
Now
have
we're
a
totally
fucking
derailed.
skill.
You
We
shut
can
the fuck
pay.
We're
We
up.
can
totally
pay.
derailed now.
I just want to know,
Master is
Jeremy.
only good as its slave.
That's
Chemo,
what-
get us back on track, Chemo.
I just want to know, Jeremy, why this gives you qualifications to say, talk about the scientific method and all the science when you don't understand shit about it.
Thought science
I
didn't
understand
prove
what you
anything.
Which of us here is qualified for that? Some, but very few. Let's face it.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I get in trouble for this, but I mean, all this does is prove that Jeremy and Chemo and people like him are proving the Dunning-Kruger graph. That's all it is. They're sitting right at the top of Mount Stupid. They know very little, and they think they know everything. But there's something wrong with that. It's proof of the Dunning-Kruger graph.
And that's okay. We need entertainment. It's gonna be stupid people.
Well, as long as you realize it's entertainment and not some sort of scientific discovery that the Earth is flat.
Are you guys done spiraling yet, or what?
This isn't a
Can we get
spiral,
back
Jeremy.
to
This is a very scientific discussion on the Dunning-Kruger graph and how you fit it right to the T.
All right. What if I just said you're Dunning-Kruger? How about that?
You'd be incorrect, but go ahead and say it.
Well,
Be using your Dunning-Kruger again.
debatable.
You think flat earthers don't have a case?
Yes, exactly. Other than, and I get in trouble for this one, other than the very basic stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Other than that, you have to ignore all sorts of shit.
I'm cleaning a toilet right now if it makes you guys feel better about yourselves. Does that
Is
make
it
you feel better, Pure?
stained?
Is that a curved
I'm
surface?
cleaning a
I mean,
toilet, but you're... Huh?
is that a curved surface? I mean, how do you manage to do that?
We got 3D.
So you're saying here, Page Shield, because we don't believe in your religion, it's Dunning-Kruger.
It's not a religion, Chemo. You have the
Exactly.
religion. You have the religion, Chemo, because you believe on
Exactly.
faith alone. You have absolutely no proof of anything.
No, but do you have the physical proof right here and now?
What do you mean, right
No,
here
of
and now?
course not. We wouldn't even be here, Chemo, if they did.
Yes, you would, Jeremy, because we've given you the proof thousands of times and you refuse to accept it. You just hand wave
Wouldn't you-
everything away.
Your
I mean,
proof
you
is not
personally-
proof.
You personally have
It's
disproved.
definitive proof.
Why
do you mean
doesn't your
independent?
proof fit the narrative?
Undeniable, objective, verifiable proof.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, what? What is it?
Well, no.
Okay, look at this.
Take a pick.
I'll take a pick. What do you got?
Well, all the stuff that you've debunked, like focal pendulum, gyroscopes, space,
The
pictures.
pendulum is a begging the question, affirming the consequent fallacy at best. So.
Incorrect.
NASA.
Plus, I've already shown that it's not Coriolis.
Say where he can
Uh,
just
It
say,
is it is a Coriolis
pendulum
effect.
is
It is a Coriolis effect. Thank you.
The Coriolis.
Do you think there's something you can say where he can just say no?
A Coriolis effect. The
How many
Coriolis effect.
Coriolis effects are there?
Several actually.
Well, can you? Oh, what's the name? Well, why do they have different names in it?
Because Coriolis has come to mean caused by Earth rotation.
Yeah. There's the Iotva's effect, which deals with things being like projectiles left in east and west, and then the Coriolis effect when shooting north and south.
So they're different. Two different things.
Both of them are a Coriolis effect. They just
Sounds
have
like
different
they're two different
names.
effects.
No.
Yeah, it sounds
It's
like
caused by an effect
you know how
by
I
the
know it sounds
rotation
like
of the
two
Earth.
different effects because they got two different names.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit, Jeremy. See, Coriolis has come to mean caused by Earth curve or caused by Earth rotation. Excuse me.
A rainstorm is a hurricane. They're the same thing, aren't they? Thunderstorm, hurricane, both of them are rain.
Yeah, monsoons. All of them are caused.
Makes sense to me. I mean, you just
I mean, again, we have to ask NASA Shirley. You were saying that we are suffering from Dunning-Kruger for not believing in your religion. How do you make sense of that?
How much science do you study, Chemo?
So when we say it's a religion, we believe that you believe the sun...
Chemo, I ask you a question. How much science have you studied?
Oh, tons of it. Tons of science.
Yeah? Like what? What?
Cause and effect relationship.
How?
Testing the independent variable.
How? Where? Tell me that. Tell me where you studied that.
Not about me. What we're looking for is...
It is about you.
We're looking for evidence of...
No, it's about you right now. Dunning-Kruger is about you right now. What is your studies in
not
science?
Believe in your religion. So you're trying to
excuse me, Chemo.
Religion.
Hello, Chemo. Hello. How much you studied science? What is your background?
When you say science, what kind of science are you talking about?
I don't care. Anything will work.
That's religious. So you're trying to draft me into the religion.
Incorrect. Come on. Science is a course.
What science do you mean, though? What kind of science?
I don't care. Pick a science. Anything. Biology
religious.
work. No, not anything like science, like biology, physics, chemistry, something like that.
Can biology prove the shape of the Earth?
I'm asking about your science education right now.
Right, so what kind of science are you talking about? Because I think we have a different understanding of what science is.
I'm asking for your educations and where you studied science.
Well, again, what kind of science? Pseudoscience?
So I will take that as you haven't studied science at all.
I haven't studied pseudoscience, no.
I didn't ask pseudoscience, I asked science, a course.
Well, that's
like
why I asked you,
chemistry
what kind
101.
of science? So what do you mean, for example? What have you tested?
I'm asking what you studied.
I'm
asking your educational background.
I've just told you cause and effect.
I don't care about cause and effect. What do you study cause and effect? Tell me.
No, you don't.
How do you study cause and effect? That's the science that I conduct. Now, what kind of science are you talking about?
Where did you study this? I ask you where you studied that. I'm asking for your education levels, Chemo.
It's not about me.
It is about you. Dunning-Kruger is all about you.
University of YouTube videos. That's where.
I'm afraid that's the answer. Which in that case, Chemo, you have proved yourself to be. You think you know everything, but you actually know nothing. You
about your religion.
Right at the top of Mount Stupid.
I know a little bit about your religion. Should we talk about
Not a religion. This is science. It's not a religion. Science is the opposite of religion. Get a grip.
Well, let's discuss your religion. Your religion says that the sun is at the center of...
Not a religion. It's science. It's provable. You can do it yourself.
Pseudoscience. It's not provable. It's not definitive. It's
you
not
can do it yourself,
verifiable.
Jeremy. Yes, it is. You can do it yourself if you choose to.
Like at the church, the preacher does the miracles, and the followers just follow.
Excuse me. Hello. We're not. That's the flat Earth. You get Quantum Eraser to say something. You guys all parrot it.
So you're saying your preachers have done some miracles.
Not preachers. Excuse me. Hello. Science is not a religion. I'm not going to let you say that.
What you're not going to do?
I'm not going to answer you if you're going to say that science is a religion. Well, because science is the opposite of religion.
Not a religion, then.
Science is the opposite of religion.
Demonstrate that it's the opposite of religion.
You made the claim. You do it.
I'm going to demonstrate it's the same. Yes, like I just said, you have a preacher who conducts miracles and says
Incorrect.
to you
Not
that
miracles.
something
They're
has happened.
experiments. You can do them yourself. There's
And
a
I could
difference.
say the same to you. My preacher would say to you, you can do miracles yourself. Same thing.
But see, the thing about miracles is these are not miracles. These are scientific
Well,
experiments.
can you
could
prove
verify
that then?
yourself.
Can you demonstrate that?
Sure.
Go on then, let's have a look.
You could demonstrate yourself.
You can do miracles yourself.
Let's have a look.
Just go outside and do a miracle. You can do it yourself. Now that's what you sound like. You sound religious. You're saying
only to idiots like you who don't understand the difference
You're
between
saying
science
go and
religion.
do some miracles yourself, and I'm like, what are you
No,
about, dude?
Excuse
Can you
me.
do the
Hello.
miracle
Scientific
first?
experiments are not miracles, moron.
But can you do it yourself first then?
Of all the stupid discussions I've had with you, Chemo, this is probably the stupidest one.
Can you do the science yourself first, aka miracle?
Not a miracle.
Yeah.
Science is not a miracle, moron.
Fucking tedious as fuck.
How many times do I have to say this?
So
They
again,
have nothing definitive, no science. It's
Actually, we do.
verifiable.
They do.
Science is
They
completely
do, Jeremy.
verifiable.
Fucking kill me now.
Paige Shield has science, right? Paige Shield?
Chemo,
Yeah.
see, this is the problem when you sit at the top of Mount Stupid. You think you know everything and you know nothing.
Is that what it looks like?
Oh, we mean it looks like it. I asked you what your science background was, your education. You refused to tell me, which makes me assume you have none.
Yeah, it's not about me.
Oh, really?
It is
Oh,
about
fuck,
you.
Quite an assumption there, eh? Fucking hell.
Well, if it's not good, then tell me what it is. Why won't you tell me what it is?
Why? It's not about me.
It is about you. Dunning-Kruger is all about you.
It's about the scientific claims that
No,
are made.
we're talking about
the
you right now and your
ability.
ability to say what is science and what is not science and all that.
Does
Well-
science prove anything?
In the flat Earth, yes.
Does science
What,
prove
Kimmel?
anything?
What flat earth science you got, Kimmel?
Science
Just what
disproves
you
things.
need is fucking Brian
So we've
Babbitt.
got objects disappearing over what appears to be a
Does
physical
science,
horizon.
science proves a negative?
Hello, Brian.
No,
Science can also prove a positive.
Incorrect, by the way.
Incorrect.
No, you
Apparently,
can definitely prove your alternative hypothesis.
It only
For
proves
the
it's
conditions,
negative.
that you said, yes.
So it proves something then.
Oh, it
Yeah.
proves multiple. Yeah, it definitely. When you're done with science, you will absolutely be guaranteed that you have proven something. Yes, if you've done it correctly.
no,
Absolutely,
no,
Brian.
no, it
They
doesn't.
say science.
I know that. See, this is
proves
we're here now. We're into the Dunning-Kruger effect again, as these guys Dunning-Kruger
You
themselves to
keep
death.
churning out your fucking nonsense. You say
No,
science don't
it-
fucking
Brian,
prove
the-
anything.
The
On the
testing,
base-
Why
the
do you
testing
keep
part,
fucking going
Brian,
on about science
relax.
accolades?
yes, when
If
when
science
you no
does
longer,
not fucking
Hey, Brian.
prove anything.
Science can
Hey,
disprove
Brian,
things,
so
like
when
science can disprove the Earth is flat.
So it proves
No,
that
it
it's
can't.
wrong.
That's not
it
even-
proves a negative. Is that what
Yes,
you're
it is,
saying?
Jeremy.
You're saying it
That's a what
proves
is
a
question.
negative. And it proves something, doesn't it?
so Brian,
Yes,
when
it
you're done,
proves
let me
things
know. Let me
not
know.
to be true.
So it
falsifies
does
things.
prove things then.
It falsifies things, yes.
It
And
proves
proves things.
something is wrong.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
does prove things.
It falsifies things, is correct.
Yes.
It
But
also
why
can
do you
prove
say
things to be
science
true.
don't prove anything?
Because it
Because
doesn't
proof generally
prove
means
things,
it's proves are true. Yes. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
yeah. It doesn't prove things to be true.
It's false.
How
It's
can
okay,
it prove
okay, I've
things
got
to
it.
be not true then if it can't prove things to be true? What is
There
the
you go.
different
That's a very
step you
interesting
take?
question.
Because your
Disprove
hypothesis, Brian, because your hypothesis raises
Do you
questions.
see what they've done
That's
to your
shut the
brains?
fuck up, dude. I got 3 words in.
Listen
When
to
you-
what he's
your
Which
saying.
hypothesis? The null or their
Shut
alternative?
up, Jeremy.
Which hypothesis?
When
do
you're-
you need to be
Their
specific?
brains are fucking
Say it.
pickled.
I got 3
Why
fucking
are you
words
using
in.
these tactics, guys? Just listen to what he has to say. Go ahead, Pierre.
Your hypothesis raises questions. All right, that's when the
shut the
testing
door.
phase
The
comes
missus
in.
gone to
Shut the absolute fuck up.
You
Oh,
state
no,
3
unbelievable.
goddamn
This is
words.
does
just
not
tactics.
prove anything. But
However,
you still say
right,
it
you're muted.
disproves things, which is
You're
proof.
muted. You're muted, Brian, because you won't let him finish. Go ahead, Pierre.
Sorry about that, Jim. So your hypothesis raises question where your testing phase comes in. When you can no longer that test when you're testing and you no longer can disprove or falsify that hypothesis, then you have a theory. It's very fucking simple, and we learned this in high school, Jeremy. If you would have paid attention in science class.
Okay, which hypothesis?
The
Pure,
hypothesis.
Did you pay
you can have multiple. You can have multiple. You can.
Yeah, we know you have to have multiple. That's why I'm asking.
No,
which
you
one.
don't. You
Yes,
don't.
You do. That's why you don't know what science is, dude. You don't know what science. You have Dunning-Kruger. I've just demonstrated your Dunning-Kruger level.
No,
It's
you
off the charts.
didn't. You
Your
do
Dunning-Kruger
not
level's
have
off
to
the
have.
charts.
You do not have to have multiple hypotheses. You can have multiple.
You have to have a null and an alternative hypothesis.
No, you
have
don't.
to have these. It's not even optional.
You do not.
Yeah, you do. You're wrong.
That's true, Jeremy.
Incorrect.
Why are you retarded?
Incorrect. It's false.
According to Quantum
Stop
Eraser
telling
and
people
your
false
fucking
information,
YouTube
please.
and your YouTube fucking science, yeah, according to them, you do.
You got to stop
But
giving
you
people
don't.
false information.
According to Stunja. Science according to the Army dinner lady.
So again, is there Paige Shield guy still here? Went off.
He probably ran away.
No. No experiment.
On mute doesn't mean they.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I just had to go away for a minute while everyone spiraled for a while.
Right, yeah, so let's get back to your Dunning-Kruger because we won't
No, you are Dunning-Kruger, sir. You know nothing and you think you know everything.
No, because we won't accept your
You
religion.
have no education. You have no education in science and you think you know everything about it.
Right, so
Textbook
your
Dunning-Kruger.
education is indoctrination and you want us to join your
Incorrect,
cult.
sir. Incorrect.
Why are you trying to sell your cult, your religion?
Not my cult, sir. It's not a religion. It's science.
So can
There's a difference. You
separate
should
it
learn this
from
difference.
religion and provide a scientific...
Not a religion, moron. It's science. There's a difference.
Okay. Can you demonstrate something then? That's what religion doesn't do that, yes? We can agree religion does not do experiments or demonstrations, yeah?
Correct. So science
Correct.
is not
So,
religion.
show
Thank you very
them-
much. So shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Well, go on then. Where's the experiment?
What do you want me to do? An experiment right in front of you? Okay, listen, I have a pen. I'm holding up above the desk. Let go of it. Hey, it fell to the ground.
Excellent.
It fell to the desk. Thank you. That's an experiment.
Excellent. So we have an observed phenomenon. Yes, something fell to the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We've gotta stop dropping that
What's your independent variable?
Now you're going to go to the QE experiment.
Oh,
yeah,
is this
okay.
religion? Okay, should we pray now and find
Not
out
a
the
religion.
answer?
No, not a religion, sir.
Okay, let's
when
gather
you have
now,
an
everyone. We should
experiment-
gather today and pray. For
Here
this
we go
object.
with another from the Dunning-Kruger team. Come on,
When you have
tell
an
me.
experiment, you
Thank
absolutely
you.
need a dependent and independent variable.
Uh-huh.
Go on, you
Says
just said
the guy
something,
who-
Jeremy.
says
Wait,
the guy
wait,
who's cleaning the toilet as we
And that's
speak.
Sure, we want to talk to Paige.
Says the guy who's cleaning the toilet right now.
Look,
He's
Paige,
done
Hill,
that.
don't be
He's done
rude.
it.
We're trying to find out about your experiment. Now, you just said you dropped something. Yeah? So me and Jeremy want to know what was your independent variable.
Why don't you ask QE? He knows all about this because he's another member of the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Because we're asking about your religion.
Not a religion,
No,
sir. It's science. There's a difference.
Right,
Thank you
so
very
the
much.
pen just fell to the ground. An effect
It's a
happened.
pebble,
What was the
actually.
cause of this effect?
I don't know. You study it. Can you
No,
tell us,
he
please?
said he's doing science. He's not a religious person, so he's going to show us the difference between a religious person and a scientific person. So what is his... What was the cause of that pen falling?
You tell us because you have studied for a very long time. The
It's
cause and
his
effect.
experiment. Why would we tell you his experiment? We don't know.
I don't care. He's the the expert guy in the cause and effect. We want to hear his point of view.
This is ridiculous, Chemo.
It is, but we're going to get there. So,
Absolutely not.
Paige Shill, is this a religion or is this science?
Not a religion, sir. It's science.
Okay, pen fall.
Not
effect.
pseudoscience, sir. It's science. I just did an experiment.
Was it a miracle? No. Pen fall. What was the cause?
Gravity.
Okay, so that's your hypothesis. That's your independent variable, gravity. Yeah.
Actually, that's the cause of the effect, but okay.
That's the cause. Okay, we've got to test. We've got to experiment with it to make sure you're right. Yeah. So how?
So drop it
So
from
what's
different heights.
gravity?
I'll drop it from different heights and find out
Hold
that
on,
it
what do you
falls.
think gravity is? Because if you think it's the
Wait a minute, hold
cause of
on.
the effect,
I don't really
I don't
care
wanna
what gravity is.
later-
I don't want to hear
I
what
don't wanna
gravity. It
hear
doesn't matter
later
what gravity is
that-
at this
come on,
point.
Shell.
It doesn't
I don't
matter
wanna
what
hear
gravity is
later
at this
that-
point.
I don't want to hear
that's
later
fine.
that
That's
gravity
fine. He doesn't know what it is,
the
but it doesn't
9.8.
matter. He's going to
It
manipulate
is. I'm going to calculate the 9.81 meters per second
No,
per second
you're
by
gonna
timing things falling. They do that in high
That
school.
can't be the cause. That's the effect.
Yeah.
Go
What do you mean? What's
You
that?
can't say the 9.8 meters per second is the cause. That's your effect.
Yeah, it's the effect. Yeah.
So what's the,
exactly.
what is the cause? Be specific when you say gravity. What
This
do you
experiment. This experiment is not proving the cause. This experiment is proving that gravity exists
mean?
and we can measure it.
There we go, Chemo. I sorted it out for you real quick. It's not.
No, this experiment proves that there is a 9.81 meters per second acceleration toward the ground.
Yeah, but what
Prove
caused
that there's
that?
a force, not necessarily gravity. So, but we can call it gravity.
Yeah, but we know things can fall at that rate. That's nothing special. There's no big deal there. But what's the cause
For
of
things
that?
to move requires, for things to accelerate requires a force.
Yeah, but
Why
we're
would
saying
things
to
accelerate
Page
on a
Shield-
flat Earth?
We're saying to Page Shield, it's not a big deal that it falls at that rate. But what's caused it?
Why not? What would cause it? What would cause it on the flat Earth? What's your effect? If it's not gravity, what is it? You guys seem to think it's not gravity. What is it then?
Whoa. Is this science or religion?
It's science.
Right, so can we stick to your science?
Religion.
Why are you deviating?
Are you admitting that?
Well, you just said it's not gravity, so what is it then?
What is what?
This is worse
What
than
is
religion.
what?
This is
What causes the acceleration 9.81 meters per second in the direction we call
Why do
down?
things fall down?
Yeah, why do things fall?
Things accelerate towards the ground.
Such a minuscule question.
No, it's a very simple question. If you guys say there's no gravity, then what causes the acceleration of 9.81 meters per second of things dropped in the...
Is the pen more dense than the air that it's in?
Why does that cause acceleration, Brian?
Is the pen more dense than the air that is in?
It's not as dense as you, though, I'm afraid.
The answer being yes, it is.
So, what's the units of density?
So let's change it up there. Let's drop a
what's
piece
the-
of 2v2 in the air and see if it falls at that rate. And then we'll drop it in water and see what happens when we change the medium it is in.
What's
Once
the
you
units of
change
density,
the
sir?
medium, you will
What's the-
change the effect.
The use of this patient is we're trying to separate religion from science. And science
It is,
from
yeah,
religion.
but see, you don't know the difference because you haven't studied science, and you probably haven't studied religion either.
That's what we're asking
So you probably,
for. We're asking
you know nothing about either one. Then you're trying to distinguish things that you don't know about.
Why,
Exactly.
why, when we ask you, you know nothing about it either?
I know everything about it. I know a lot about it. I'm doing an experiment.
The energy inside the system makes things fall down.
Why? How?
Don't go on past that.
Oh, no. So just stop at the basic, simple level, right?
Yeah, you can put energy inside a container.
Energy. Energy. What's the units of energy? Energy measured in what?
The energy
right,
inside
Jeremy.
the system makes
Energy
things go
inside
up
the
or
system.
down.
Make it go
Yes.
up too? But my pen never goes up
Yeah,
when I
you
release it. It always goes
idiot.
down. And my pen never goes up. It always goes down. Why is that?
Why?
Yeah,
so
but
why doesn't it
Chill,
go left or right?
If you
Why
change,
does it go left or right?
Why can I put an electric charge like next to the pin, and it never goes right or left or forward and backwards? It only ever goes down.
And how does it know that there's a more dense medium below it? When how does it know that?
How does what know what?
How does the pen know which way to go based on relative density?
I just told you the energy.
The energy.
Inside the
Oh, what
system.
kind of
And I
energy?
just
Makes it go up or
proposed a
down.
What
simple
kind of energy?
experiment.
Wait, I bake my pen? Can I make it fly?
What kind? You get will a hot pen go up? Will a cold pen go down? What kind of energy? And energy is energy. I mean, what kind of energy? Psychic energy?
No,
Then
no,
we're
let
talking
me
about-
stop you there,
Minuscule
Lam.
question.
No, Lam,
I
hold on.
It's a
can
minuscule
put it.
question.
I can put a fucking stun gun right next to the pin, but it never goes fucking right or left. It doesn't go up or. It goes no other direction than down.
It can go left or right or up.
No.
We can control that direction, H of your pen.
Wow.
How?
Show us this, Chemo. Show
How?
us this right fucking
But
now.
we change the medium and we change the direction.
No,
The pen still goes
Right
down.
now, where it
No.
goes left or right when dropped.
So, are you
It will
saying
still go in the direction.
Hold
It will
on,
still
hold
go in
on,
the
hold
direction
on.
we
If
call
you put
down.
your pen in mercury, what will happen to the
Mercury, huh?
Yeah,
that's because you don't know anything about buoyancy now. Now you're talking buoyancy.
We've changed the medium. So we changed the direction. Yeah?
Buoyancy. Yeah, buoyancy. We're familiar with buoyancy.
Byproduct of gravity.
Yeah, but you didn't test buoyancy.
Yeah, there's a gravity involved in buoyancy, but
you didn't test for that. You didn't change that.
I didn't say anything about mercury. You brought mercury into this experiment.
I said about the medium.
So since you brought mercury into it, why don't you explain about buoyancy and why boats float on water when they're made out of steel, which is more dense than water, by the way.
Yes, but I'm explaining to you about my cause is the medium.
Why do boats float?
What do you mean? Why do boats float?
Oh,
why do
his
boats
cause is the
float?
medium. Hold him to that till he burns down, because he'll never prove that.
Well, why do
the cause
boats?
Of the medium, huh?
That's the point. Why do boats float? Why aren't they being pulled down to the bottom of the earth?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Well,
because it should be relative density. What? Yeah. Why does
it's relative density?
Exactly.
So if it's relative density, a steel boat should float. I mean, a steel boat should sink immediately.
Why would they sink if it's relative density?
Because steel's more dense than water.
Steel is denser than fucking water, even salt water.
So our independent variable is density. Change the density.
No, you did.
Exactly. That's what the manipulator does. Changes their
Exactly.
independent variable, which is the density, not the force. We didn't change the force. We changed the density. Right?
do you see solid steel floating?
You can
Yeah,
do.
I see ships. Yeah.
If you change the medium.
Drop it.
I see lots of ships float. They're made out of steel. What is that? Their relative density, they should sink, right?
Have you ever seen liquid steel float? What do you mean by solid steel?
So can we get back to the science page here, not the religion?
I'm asking you why you just floated you just floated the relative density bullshit. And I'm asking you why a steel ship floats on water. I changed the density. I changed the medium. Displacement. Thank you. Buoyancy. Thank you, Brian.
No.
Flat Earth.
It won't.
Displacement is buoyancy. Thank you very much, Brian. Welcome to Globe Earth.
It's displacement.
Of water. Thank you.
No,
buoyancy.
Displacement. It's trying to
of
move
water.
more
Buoyancy. Thank you very much. Welcome to Globe Earth, Brian. I knew you were a Globe Earth.
Don't live on a fucking globe.
We do actually. You're just proving it right now.
Tower I've just put in there, and you'll see there's milk in the middle. Now, if we take a syringe full of milk and squirt it onto the top layer, which way will it travel?
No, just experiment. You tell me.
What?
It would travel down to its density level, wouldn't it? Down to the milk. Agreed?
I don't know. I've never done that. But you tell me. Have you done the experiment, or you just
Yes,
just a thought experiment?
So now we're going to put a bit of pipe on.
Do you have video? Do you have video of this experiment, Brian?
Yeah, it only exists.
We're going to put a bit of pipe on the syringe, and we're going to inject it into the very bottom layer. Now, which way will it travel?
Let's see, buoyancy. So, according to buoyancy, which way would it go, Brian? You tell me.
The same material, depending on what medium it is in, will either go up
Your medium
or
is
down. Nothing to do with a gravitational force.
Actually, it has everything to do with this.
Purely to do with the medium that it is in.
No.
Yes.
When you're in free fall,
No.
stay wherever you put the milk.
If you put mercury, if you put milk into the bottom of that density tower, it would go up. If you put it on the top, it would go down.
Not in a zero G plane.
It is purely what the medium density is that it is in.
So what's the units of density? How does that work? How does that work, Brian? Tell me how that works, please. I want to know the forces behind it.
Hey, Brian. Hold on.
I want the forces behind it. Well, density is measured in
I'm
what?
not telling you the forces behind it. I'm telling you that is what happens.
But what causes it,
There
Brian?
is
What's the
no
force?
fucking gravity.
What's the force? Nothing moves.
You take a helium balloon.
Hey, Nessa, let's ask him a simple question.
And let it go. It will go up because the gas in it is lighter than the air that surrounds it.
Hey, Brian.
No, but if we put it in, let's say something like a weather balloon, hold on to the weather balloon and then fill the weather balloon with hydrogen, which way is the helium balloon going to go?
They don't know no better, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
It's going to go down because
ask
it would
you a
be
question.
heavier than the hydrogen. It is purely
Brian,
and simply.
Why doesn't a skydiver go fucking up when they go up to 10, 12,000 feet? They have all of that dense material below them. Why, when they jump out of a plane, does a skydiver not go up?
That's not
Go
true.
up.
Not
But
more
if
dense
you
below them.
release the water out of the pool,
it is,
would
buddy.
go down.
You have all
Purely because
of
the
that
medium it is
atmosphere
in.
for
There
thousands
is
of
no
square miles.
gravitational
They're
force.
still asking why things go down, Brian.
Brian, answer the question.
And
with
I had
all
already
of that
told
dense
him.
atmosphere below you at 10,000 feet, why does a
honestly,
skydiver
I
not
don't know.
go up? Why
I'm
are they
starting
not
to
held
worry
above
about
that?
them. I really am.
I am too.
I know, can't answer that one because it just fucked your whole world
I already
up.
told him.
You can
didn't
show
say
them
shit.
every proof that there is, and they still
I know.
not.
Keep
They
talking.
don't
Look who's
even
talking,
Keep
Brian.
talking and
think
avoid
about
that
it for a
shit.
second.
Well, you don't understand buoyancy
Avoid
then, Brian.
all of
You
that.
can't
just
handle it.
Switch off.
Who can't
That's
handle
what
what?
you do. You
The
just
earth is
switch
flat.
off.
They
He's
can't handle
just
it.
saying he's just jumping on his
The
fucking
earth
balls.
is not what you've been told. I don't know what
Hey
shape
Brian,
it is,
why
but
don't
it
you
isn't
answer?
what
Why
you've
are you
been
afraid
told.
of that question? Why are you afraid of that question?
you're
For
gonna have to
thousands of square
get your head
miles,
around
you
that.
have all of that atmosphere that's much more denser than the human body.
The earth
The
itself
parachute and the pack that you're
disproves
wearing.
itself, debunks itself.
I know.
You cannot have
I
a
just
planet
wrecked
spinning at a
your
speed
world.
to create the centrifugal force that
Did you just say centrifugal force? Do you know how it's calculated?
You're literally so stupid, dude. Why doesn't the parachute diver go? Dude, the air above him, or he's more dense than the air above him. The air below him, things go down.
No, you're not.
When they're more dense. Things go down when they're more dense.
Jeremy, you can have 1,000 square miles of
I
atmosphere.
know. That's a good argument.
Because what you're
tactic,
saying
to
is
not let the other
bullshit.
person finish their
Because
statement.
what you're saying is
That's
bullshit.
a great way to argue.
What you're saying is bullshit,
You
Jeremy.
figure out the
For
earth is flat, and you can't handle
NASA,
it.
hold on. For
not
1,000 square
flat.
miles, you have
interrupt him after he
all of
interrupted
that
me.
atmosphere.
Don't interrupt him after he interrupted me, please, guys. God forbid. Great argument tactic.
Jeremy, just for your own acknowledgement, I finished the bot at the coin price and everything.
V chose you $100. Let's get it from him. We'll split it 50-50.
Right, where's Page Shield?
Since I gave you
Let's
the
get
idea.
back to this religion of his. No science to back up his religion.
It's not a religion, it's a science. You're saying at the top of Mount Kruger, you haven't studied neither science nor religion, and you conflate the two. Because you have a religion in the flat earth, and you think that we are the same, and we're not.
science doesn't prove anything.
Jeremy, what's your argument? Go ahead, Jeremy.
Science proves things false. Science
You're the
disproves
science
things.
deniers, not us.
You're the science deniers. You
No,
think
we're
the earth
not.
is flat.
You
think the earth is flat.
say science doesn't prove anything.
It disproves things like the earth is flat.
And it proves something's false then. So it does prove things.
It disproves things.
No,
It
it
proves
proves
things,
it to be false.
That's correct.
Why
So
doesn't
it
it
does
do?
prove
Scientist,
things.
working scientist
You
anywhere.
prove things to be false. If that's what you want to say, yes. Normally when you say prove things, you mean prove things to be true. And that's a different story.
So why
they
can
do.
it prove things to be false but not prove things to be true?
That's a very good question. Maybe you should study that, because I'm not going to be able to tell you that because you're too dense.
No, I know you're not, because it's complete fucking nonsense.
No, because you're an idiot.
Literally-
That's why.
No, you're the fucking idiot. You just think you're not.
That's funny.
Literally, we went through this 10 minutes ago
Science
with the
don't
testing
prove anything,
phase.
but you keep fucking spouting out science.
Science disproves
Yes, when you can no
things.
when you
And
can
it
no
proves
longer
something, you
falsify your
twat.
It proves things false.
And it proves something.
It disproves things. Generally, when you
No,
say prove
it
things, you say prove
proves
things.
that
No,
they're
listen, Brian. We're maybe having a problem. Maybe this is an American versus English thing.
It proves that they're false.
Maybe this is an American versus English thing. Because
Jem
when you say
does it and he's
prove, you
European.
generally mean
can't handle it.
Okay, once again, let's return back to this religion that you've got paid shit.
Not a religion until you say it's a religion. I'm not talking to you.
Well, if it's not a religion, can you provide science with an independent variable, an observed phenomenon?
Yes.
We don't have to do your fucking John Stunja version of science, Chemo. Fuck off.
Okay, so what have you done then to prove that the Earth is a globe scientifically?
I have. Can you still hear me?
Well, they're just trying to answer what science I have, but yeah, we can hear.
So I came up with the research department and I came up with a new formula. V times V equals V squared.
Yeah,
Hey, very good, Brian. Good job. Congratulations. You're in 3rd grade. Actually, you start studying that in what, 6th grade now? Algebra?
Dallas Dave, actually.
Oh, excuse me. That was Dallas.
V times V equals V squared. You know what that is? Vertical times vertical equals vertical squared.
Thanks, David.
So
That
what do
was
you
6th
think?
grade math. That's 6th grade math, Brian. I mean, Dallas, isn't it?
We gotta have a point. Well, can you show me where this has ever been wrote down before?
Yes. Pick up an algebra textbook. Anyone. Pick your choice.
No, I mean just the way I'm explaining it to you. V times V equals V squared.
Yeah, that's in every algebra textbook.
And what does the V stand for?
Normally it's velocity, but
you can
So
you can attribute any fucking
so it'd be
thing,
velocity.
value to that.
So velocity times velocity equals velocity squared. Is that correct?
that's correct.
That doesn't make any sense.
Useless.
You don't multiply velocity times velocity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. He says that my new formula is not it's 6th grade science. We just want to see if he really knows what he's talking about. And we've right now, Chemo, that he speaks a lot, but he really doesn't know what he's talking about, but he acts like he does. Did you notice that?
David, V times V equals V squared thing. How do you use that?
V is for vertical, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. How do you use that?
So if you times it times another vertical, if you times it times another vertical,
I multiply 100 feet times 100 feet to get 100
if you
feet
multiply
squared. What's that
times,
doing for me?
like if you times it times another vertical spot, you'll have a vertical squared on that other spot. Then you go to the next one. It's like a new planisphere formula.
Well, I can assign whatever the fuck I want to V. I can have it be
So
angle or length or whatever the fuck I want it to be. It doesn't have to be vertical or velocity or anything. I can attribute whatever the fuck I want to that letter.
Vertical is the only true measurement we can take here on Earth, according to you.
So how do we use this formula, David? Now that you brought it to our attention, and we're all learning from you. I got 100 feet, and I've got another 100 feet. Now I use this.
We're going to be releasing more information on this V times V equals V squared in the near future, Chemo, for the planisphere. Okay, so there we go.
I'm all mathy, dude. Good.
All right, Dave, can we get back to Page Shield's religion of the heliocentric?
Not a religion until you say saying I'm not talking to you, Chemo. It just proves that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So far, we haven't seen any difference between what a religious person would say and what you're saying.
Actually, there's a lot of difference, but you're too stupid to figure out the difference. So until you realize that you're just talking pure and utter bollocks, I'm not engaging you.
Well, let's take a look at a religious person.
If only that were
Yet
true.
every time he says that, you engage him.
Well, I'm just saying that they preach that they have something. Religious people might say they have something, but neither can demonstrate at any time any of this to be true. So I'm just looking for paid NASA shit if he can separate his heliocentric idea and the religious side.
Again, I'm not talking to you until you realize that you're talking pure and utter bollocks.
Well, I've asked the question, what is the difference? Can we show there is a difference?
Chemo, you and I
Chemo,
both.
can you stop?
This goes all the way back to sun worship. We're not worried about that. Why are you bringing it up?
Wow.
We know that this centric model started with sun worship, don't we?
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to paid NASA Shill. That does he know that he has a
No,
religion?
you're
He says
just
it's not a
you're
religion.
goading him into responding to you, and it's getting fucking boring because guess what? You've been doing that for 45 minutes at least.
But
Can you move the fuck on?
What does it have to do with anything if the original people that came up with the heliocentric model or not were sun worshippers?
Guys, you know today was Chemo's birthday, right?
Oh,
happy birthday.
Be a little bit nicer to him, man.
One day closer to death. That'd be a good.
No, I don't have to be nice to him.
Chemo,
Ocho.
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
I
birthday,
think-
Chemo.
Chemo, doesn't that come out of Egypt, the spherical Earth or whatever? Where's it come out of originally?
Well, I mean, again,
Paganism, Dave.
The original sun worshippers were in Egypt, right?
Pagans.
Dave, that was pagans. Dave.
Oh, the Egyptians, I think.
Oh, it goes way back before that, though. Way before that. But does paid NASA Shill recognize that what he has essentially is sun worship?
Again, Chemo, I'm not talking to you until you realize that you're just full of shit.
Well, can you show me that it's not? That's what I'm trying to ask you
One
to
thing
show
you're
that
never
it's
gonna
not
talk.
religion, and you're showing that it is religion. So if it's not religion, what are you doing to show that it's not a religion?
Until you realize that it's not a religion and keep this line of discussion open, I'm not answering any questions.
Okay, so are you showing? Do you have anything to show that it's not? Because you're preaching again what a religious person would do. Do you have anything more than that?
Are you really stupid, or are you just not listening to what I'm saying?
So why are you mimicking what a religious person would do?
I'm not talking to you, Chemo, until you realize that you're full of shit.
Well, religious people probably wouldn't say that.
You say that about every 90 seconds.
No, but again, he says it's not a religion, but if we break it down...
Chemo, dude, can you both stop? He don't want to engage you. Stop goading him in. It's getting fucking boring. Move the fuck on.
Okay, Pure, tell me about your religion.
Oh, thank you, Chemo. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. I needed that. Thank you.
Chemo, you are the man, bro. I'm not, no joke. Like you, I don't know how you do it. You're good though.
Well, all I'm doing
It really wasn't that good.
We're just asking questions. There's nothing.
Hey, Chemo, you know, what about the sun worshipers? Do you know anything about this?
Well, it's Helios.
It was,
yeah.
well, yeah, it predated. You know, I mean, it's pretty old. The sun worshiping in it. Do we hold that against him? It's like NASA Shill. He's really probably not a sun worshiper, even though he's worshiping a religion that he doesn't think's a religion. Do you think that might be going on?
Well, that's.
Exactly. I mean, we can't hold anyone's religion against them. That wouldn't be right. But
yeah, I mean, like, if you guys would admit that you're following a religion, I would shut up. But
when these guys start mixing up, you know, their fake pseudoscience with
it's not fake pseudoscience.
Religion,
if you would actually have studied it beyond cleaning toilets,
you guys got a problem.
We have a problem. That's funny.
No, I mean, you know, that was 5,000 years ago or whatever. We're living in 2021, and we're being taken over by the communists, and we feel like this might be a communist agenda against the American people. You think?
Okay.
Wow, there's a world
It's
takeover.
communist genius. Okay.
The idea is to take over the world and depopulate. That's another story. But look, NASA Shill, the reason why I'm pressing is because I understand it is difficult to get your head around the fact that you've been lied to, right?
I haven't been lied to. And again, Until you realize that science is not a religion, there's no reason to discuss anything with you.
Do you hear him?
Stop.
Well, you say that, right? You say it's not a religion, it's real science, and we've been through the scientific method with you. We looked at what you dropped a pen, but you didn't have a cause to this effect. Remember? So without that cause, you're just guessing. And if
No, we discovered a force.
so if you just guess, if you guess, hey, chill. That's just like some religious person guessing which god they should go to, which miracle works. It's just guessing. It's not real science, you see.
So you're just guessing about your God then?
That's the point, yeah. So that. Hold on a second, David.
You're guessing about your God.
Hold on, David. So that's the point, yeah. So what?
Guessing.
David, hold
How
on.
about the Christian Science Church? Have you heard of that?
There you go. So that's the point. See? Is the idea is which God? It's like what do you feel? Which faith do you want to follow? That's what religion's all about. You're doing the same.
No, there's people that believe in the universe that still believe in Jesus Christ too. That there's science. The Church of Science, the Christian Science Church is like that.
50% of Christians are like that. 99.
But with science, you shouldn't have to argue over which science you should follow. There should be just one repeatable method where we get the same results.
And the same with religion. Hold on, Chemo, but you're the one saying that it's like religion, and religion isn't. Well, I guess I could follow this one. No, every fucking religion says that their religion is the one true religion.
Yeah, but for people to follow that, it's about what they feel.
Science doesn't do that. They say with the knowledge that we currently have, this is the best available explanation. It could change if new information comes available. No religion does that. Every religion declares that their God is the one true God. And the rest of you are going to what hell or afterlife that they believe.
Well, the problem is you have beliefs, right? You remember, you got these beliefs that you can't verify yourself. This is what
Wrong again. We can verify with the best knowledge that we have available what is evidently true.
Which would be a belief in it being true if you can't verify what it to be true.
Denying the evidence doesn't make it go, well, we can't verify. You fail to acknowledge the evidence.
I'll give you a perfect example. If you slap yourself upside the head, you know you got slapped. You can't say that you didn't slap yourself and say, well, I did slap myself because it was in science or some bullshit.
That was the worst fucking explanation or analogy you could ever come up with.
It was easy for you to understand, though. Your invisible shit ain't working around here no more.
Nobody said anything about anything being invisible.
Pure, let's look at what
dumbass.
you said, Pure, because you were saying, you've got evidence, but that evidence is it's not repeatable evidence. So not anyone.
Well, no, it is. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do these high school fucking experiments.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're told that anyone can do these, but we find that the globe earthers never do any experiments. Why is that?
That's a complete and utter lie.
So, for example, what experiments have globe earthers done that you know of, Pure?
Kimbo, how long has Dave been?
They've done Foucault's pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
Not an experiment.
I'm sorry, what was that, Kurt?
It's not an experiment.
Pendulum.
Just trying to
It is an experiment, an observation.
Don't let him play you, bro. It's not an experiment.
Curve was saying something, and I
Curve's
asked him
just
what
trying
he
to derail
said.
for entertainment. Let's focus on the science and versus the
No,
religion.
I'm not. I think Dave deserves another chance. That analogy was shit. Pure was correct. And I think Dave deserves a second chance.
Right, so look.
If he'd like to formulate a better analogy.
Alright, so let's move forward.
So you're not even going to offer it to him. You don't think Dave deserves that, Kimo?
Yeah, let's move forward, and obviously, if he has more points, he can obviously bring them in. But
I tried, Dave. Chemo said, "Fuck you,
we're
Dave."
being held back right now.
Yeah, get him, Dave. Dave's.
I'm all right. Go ahead. It was a bad analogy, but we're working on one. Go ahead, Chemo. It's you got to remember we've got to figure out.
You had the perfect failed analogy. Congratulations, Dave.
No, I don't understand why we need to argue the facts, not the religion.
That's what I'm trying to point out here. So and that's what I was about to say to Pure. He's right. All of that about religion is right. So if that's not what you guys have, let's separate the religious aspects and just stick to the science. That means
There's no religious aspect. I've already given you the examples where high school students can do this, and they've done it. What was Rick done on his own? Cavendish.
You said Foucault's pendulum, yeah?
Yep.
So Jeremy,
Yep,
do you want to take this?
No, I'm not engaging Pure. He funny mutes me every time.
No, he
and
won't.
I
He
can't
won't.
stand
He
the sound
won't.
of his
So
voice.
he won't. Let's have a discussion, Pure, with Jeremy.
There's no discussion.
Yeah, I can't have a discussion with this guy. He won't let me finish the sentence.
He will. We'll help you.
Well,
Okay.
we're losing viewers on the YouTube. Apparently, they're not happy with Chemo's approach to this. Is there anything you can do to step up your game, Chemo?
Chemo, you got.
We need to. If we could get you to step down for the evening, Curve. I think things.
Could you mumble
No,
something
Curve needs to stick
more
around.
incoherently, please?
Yeah, you don't have any more lines for tonight, Curve. You're not in the script.
Not writing anything.
Yeah, you haven't been written in for tonight.
All right, I got a question, a real scientific question. This might help solve a lot of problems. You know how we've got the Earth as a reference frame? It's either a non-inertial or an inertial reference frame. Do we agree?
We agree you don't know what that means.
100%.
Of course.
This is where the sun worship comes in, Chemo. This is what you got to understand. Your mathematics only work if you take it all from the sun to the earth. But if you took it from the earth to the sun to the solar system, it would be a whole entire different basic science now, wouldn't it?
Right.
If you change it, if you change the reference from the science, right? Because
The
the
fuck
reference
did he
frame.
say? You're agreeing with something and you have no clue what he fucking said.
Yeah, he knows what I said. Go ahead, Chemo.
He can't explain it. Go ahead, explain it, Chemo.
Oh, he knows what he said. Go ahead, Chemo. Go ahead. Explain it again.
Curve, can you explain why you have no evidence for a globe?
So you can't explain what Dave said. I was correct.
You can't explain why you also have a religion using spherical trigonometry, putting triangles on spherical objects, giving us triangles that are larger than 180. Can you explain that?
Can you explain why you have nothing but accusations against us and no evidence for flat Earth? Can you
I
explain
knew it.
that?
You can't explain it. I was right.
Right. You're doing a shit poor job of trying to copy me, Chemo. But I'm a step ahead of you, sir.
I told you you're not in tonight's show.
Chemo, help me out for a second, man.
Finish show.
I stepped away for a second, man. I had to get some chocolate, and I heard David was talking. Can you just tell me what David was talking about?
Well, we've lost track now since Curve wanted to be written in for tonight.
I heard what Curve said. I heard everything Curve said.
I've completely lost track. Curve, as usual, Curve derails and takes us all over the place. All we hear is wah, 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 wah.
I heard everything Curve said.
Well, that's all I heard. You can understand it because he's an American like you, but all I heard was wah, 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 wah. What did he say? What was said? What are we talking about, Kosher?
Yeah, he said he's very disappointed in you that you didn't understand what David had said. I was confused by that because I had hoped that you had heard what David had said because I was going to ask you, but looks like I can't now because it sounded like when I came back you were agreeing with David Like, yeah, that's right, David. That's what I heard. But if you didn't agree with him, then
No. What I was talking about was Paid Shill and his religion. Did you miss that part?
Well, the religion is the.
Why did you say right to David if you were talking about Paid Nasa show?
Because David's
Why
right.
do you not? Well, I'm
What's
just
he right
asking.
about?
He's right that you're a good for nothing waste of time.
See, he has nothing, David. David, you might have to explain it to Chemo. He's lost.
I'm just telling you what I think I've learned from conversations that went on around here. That's all I'm telling you. It's about the reference frame, Chemo. You know that. It's about what reference frame. All this gravity and everything else is a reference frame.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there only 36 people in the voice on the Friday night? What the fuck?
The lockdown is over. People are out and about. Use your brain.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
No, there was a whole lot more, and Chemo successfully ran them off with this boring ass fucking conversation.
There's a bunch of fools at Ace, and there's a bunch of fools at other servers.
It goes round and roundabouts.
No, it's probably very, very low for a Friday night.
Well, actually, in my experience, Friday nights seem to be some of the slowest nights around here. But like I said, I was at.
But 2 hours ago, Kosho, there was probably another 15 people.
At least, and just a few hours ago, there was 60 people.
Yeah, this morning there was 60 people. Then Veach and Kosher ran them off.
No,
all day.
Chemo 2 fucking hours ago because I just left from the border of Arizona and New Mexico.
Yeah,
and
also
Gallup.
this morning as well.
Chemo, I need
in the last 2 hours, you successfully ran off 15 to 20 people.
I need you to express that explicitly, Chemo. I need you to express that explicitly. What do you mean by me and Veach ran off 15, 20 people? What are you talking about? Because I got accused of that earlier when you did as well, man. But
hold on. Why does it sound like Pure is narrating a movie all the time? I just left. Right?
That's the best time to make that joke, man. The best time to make that joke.
Bro. It sounds like he's narrating.
Well, man, I want Chemo to explain this thing.
Well, what happened today, like I said, Kosho and Veach had a good portion of the day, which absolutely ruined the flow of the room.
Yeah, we didn't talk, man. What I remember is we didn't talk.
There was at least this morning, remember, when I called in all the flat earthers this morning, they all came in, we all had a great time, and then obviously yous went down and played games, remember? And then
I remember that part.
And then when yous went and played games, everything was building up, and then we had a good bunch of people, all the flatties were in here, then you and Veach came back in here, then everybody
and then
started
what happened
doing
when me
that.
and Veach came back? Because what I remember
exactly what happened.
And neither of us said anything. Scott Veach went to sleep. I didn't speak.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, you're there acting like mom and dad's away and you're the king of the world. Like you do every fucking morning.
Yeah, Chemo. I heard you ran Jake off. What the fuck?
Wow. Yeah. It happens in
What do you mean, well? But you deny it immediately? What you thought you're admitting it?
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
I know the way you reacted to it. It was like, well, whatever. I ran him off.
Well, you're having fun, aren't you? You're playing games.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Who's gonna take a troll like you seriously? Come on.
A troll
no,
like
dude,
me.
You have like such a
claim.
You're like such a bully when you know there's nobody there to call you out on it, or at least when Jem's not there to call you out on it. But you're like such a bully to people, and then mute them and kick them for no reason other than the fact that they're present. It's a bit fucked up, man.
Oh, like when you would just mute Percent, you would mute Bazaar, you would mute Jeremy, you would mute Rakia.
Dude, you came in the room
like that. Is that what you mean?
Bull in a china shop and muted everybody. Jim had to call you out, so fuck off.
Where are the
Emo.
flatties then, Kosho? They were all here this morning. Where are they now?
Yeah, you forgot about that, right?
You went and played games. They all came in the room.
Had to curl you out.
You come back in the room. They all left. Where are they now?
Are they embarrassed by Mabbit?
As soon as Curved opened his mouth, they ran off as well. So now what? You've got me.
They don't want to smoke, Timo. They don't want
playing
it.
and crying because you've got me left destroying the globe. Well, that's your fault for running the flatties off in the first place.
Chemo,
was here the other day. What happened? You got Woz and CB and all you lot, everyone running him off. He would have been here for hours upon end. Witsy would have been here for at least 8 hours, but no, you ran him off.
Oh shit, CB, you gonna take this shit from
Right?
him?
Toy Brandon. Brandon was a regular here.
You can be an alright guy sometimes.
Yeah,
If you're just a
right.
little more honest. If you stop lying.
Where are they? Percent. Where is he? You
Nothing
mute
worse
him
than a
every
liar
single
who will
minute
lie
you
to
can
your
get.
face.
You can get a chance to.
Something that he knows that both
So,
of
I'm
you
not,
know.
so just because
lying.
you know you're left with what's left because you've kicked everyone out and ran everyone off, you're complaining now. Well, whose fault was that? That's your fault for not letting people speak.
Yeah, a little bit more fucking pride than you do, Chemo. 'Cause
What? So you think? Oh, I've got more time now to play games and stuff.
Whoever I was complaining about this morning, right? It wasn't me.
What? Why is it that the only people you're concerned about letting speak are the people who use their microphones to keep other people from speaking, Chemo?
What are you gonna do now then? Complain at me? Are you gonna moderate now, Kurt?
I mean, that sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea.
act like I didn't just make a point there.
Who you gonna moderate now? Who you gonna mute now?
Mute, Jim, mute Kilo.
Exactly. So you're just complaining now because, like I said, at the end of the day, all the flighters have gone, and you know, like I say, they're worried about. Now
I'm saying
what?
how many, yeah, I'm saying
You know, it's not like you are a bit of a two-faced person. You act on your best behavior when Jem is here and act all reasonable, and then when he's not here, you're threatening to ban people and mute people and muting people for talking about fucking motorcycles or just anything that you don't want, really. So, I mean, maybe don't be a dick.
Zan knows exactly what I'm talking about because he was playing the game. He came back. He didn't say anything.
Yep.
I didn't say
I didn't
anything.
say a
And you
word.
blamed us for you running people off, but
Yeah, I literally didn't say a word after the game.
Well, what do you guys expect? Branch is a dickhead on here. He's probably a dickhead anyone he meets in real life.
What? What was
I think Branch
why
is
bring
the one
Branch into this?
that really talked after it, actually, from what I recall, mostly.
Yeah, from what I recall.
This room has had more or less all of the flat earthers here, and you guys do your very best to make them feel very unwelcome. And
What are you talking about? We had like 2 flat earthers playing a game with us.
And
does
when
that
they're not
manifest
here
itself,
now,
Kimo? How
you're
does
like,
that-
oh,
how
we
does-
need
how does
better
it-
flat earthers. Where are the better flat earthers?
How does
Well,
that
you ran them
unwelcome
off.
thing manifest, Kimo? What? How did he do it?
So, you know, your complaints and gripes here should fall on deaf ears because you can't make your mind up. When they're
Well, I hope
here,
they don't,
you
yeah.
want them gone. When they're gone, you want them here.
no, Chemo. For me, for you, it's simple. Okay, I don't care if it's a flat earther or a glober. If it's you, percentage, anybody. I think everybody should get the opportunity to speak, just like everybody else.
Yeah, but
Everybody
you
should
have
get
no
fair
idea to how to run a room, do you? They're not here, are they?
It's not about winning a room.
Your
though,
rules,
now.
your rules are like your server. No one's there. That's the point. The way you're doing it
Yeah,
is
but
not
you constantly
working.
act like the only topic up for debate is flat Earth, and
Oh,
sometimes people
I
are
should moderate
debating
this way.
other
I would do it like this. Yeah, we're seeing the fruits of this. Nothing's happening. You're playing games for hours on end.
So?
That's the way I would moderate the room, a flat earth room, by playing games and not allowing everyone to speak. I'm going to just do
are
it
you saying
anyway.
Hold on, Chemo. Are you saying that they don't play games and play like 24/7? Don't they have a dedicated game room?
What else do they do to make Kimo? What else do they do to make people feel
Kind of
unwelcome?
sounds like your hypocrisy is showing.
I mean, along with
What
the
else?
abuse, they get abused. They have to put up with
how
your
does they
abuse,
abuse?
and then
How does they
when,
abuse?
for example, SC tries to abuse back, it's like, oh, stop! You're getting all triggered now, SC. And it's like, whoa, he's
Well,
been
what happens?
attacked.
What do they say?
He's
What
been
do they
attacked
say?
on
I
every
agree with you
angle and
there,
every
Kimo.
corner, and then as soon as he tries to defend himself by saying, right, if you're going to talk to me like that, I'm going to talk to you like this. And
What
then
would
it's
they
like,
say?
no.
What kind of things, though? What kind of things do they say?
Oh, you know what? What is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I agree with you there, Chemo. I think that it doesn't matter what opinions you have personally. You should give people.
Kosho, this is your fault. I don't even know why you're giving your opinion right now. This is because of you. All of this right now. Why you've got me in here destroying the globe daily on my own, having to say flat earthers, we're ready to go, let's go. You know, this is your idea. This is how you want it, Kosho. This is your room. I mean, not your room, but this is how you would want it to go. Where you think you can control a conversation, parent individuals.
Was that because of me, Chemo?
It's because of you and V.
Since when is
this nonsensical way of moderating the room?
To happen, controlling the conversation.
Look, you've got no idea how to run a flat
Kosho
earth.
mostly
This is
goes
not like
slow
any
from
other
what I-
discussion. It has to be run a particular way, and the model for it works. And you know, what I can't
Oh,
see
I'm
what.
sorry. You have a specific model that you're trying to follow, that everybody else is going to be enforced to follow. That seems a bit totalitarian, don't you think?
No, it's not. No, but the idea is there's freedom of speech here.
Oh, I see. Kimo said no.
No, there's freedom of speech so long as it is about flat Earth and nothing else.
Well, that's what the room we're in.
No, we're in debate flat Earth and more. You seem to constantly forget the and more portion.
But it's not only flat Earth. It's the flat Earthers that. he
Anyway,
allows, or
like
the
I said, all of
people
these
that he allows to be
opinions
talking.
have not
Because-
made success. None of it. Right?
The
We've
rest is
seen
trying
the
to speak
fruits.
earlier about the
We've
flat
seen the
Earth.
fruits of your opinions here and now, right now. Like Chris said, it should be busy on a Friday night. And it was silent before. It was all silent all day. It was all silent all day.
It was silent for like a minute and a half, Chemo. You came in, you muted everybody. Jim had to fucking jump on you. Curve jumped on you. And you, with that, the actions were about 15 to 20 people left because it became about you. You had to be the center of attention for 2 fucking hours.
Bro, why you constantly sound like you're narrating an action movie?
Why are you constantly sound like you're on my nuts?
Yo, you're constantly sound like it's and you like there's some kind of
And you sound like you're constantly fucking cleaning a toilet bowl. Go clean a toilet, bitch.
Jeffrey, what do you think you sound like? You got that
I don't
nasal,
know. Do I
whiny
sound,
voice?
do I sound like I'm constantly narrating an action movie, or
You got that nasal, whiny
Never occurred to me, I have to
You
say.
think you sound badass?
I don't know. Do I sound like I'm narrating an action movie all the time, or what?
No, you sound like a bitch. Now go fuck off and die somewhere.
All right.
Go clean another toilet. Don't whoa me. I'll say whatever the fuck I want about it.
I'm trying to go fuck off and die. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can. I can.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I
we're
can
not
say
supposed to
that.
talk
I
like
can
that
say
anymore
I
in
can
here.
say, don't say that. I can say that. I can actually
I
say
don't-
that.
we're not
Please
supposed to-
please
you
don't say
can-
it to my friend, man.
You can. You can, but I don't have to fucking listen to what you say.
I know you don't. I can't control you.
Right, so go
I
fuck
only
off.
suggest you do things. I'm asking you, please don't say it to my friend.
Go fuck you and your friend. How about that? And I'll say it if I want.
Their debates happen
Don't even get.
frequently. One man.
Yo, now
decided
this guy's
opinion
mocking.
should be
Fuck
on
you,
his-
Patrick.
Don't say that to my friend.
And that's my point, Pure. Exactly. Is Kosho and Veach are telling people how to speak, what to say. Oh, that's too much. Don't talk
Dude,
like
don't
that
even
person.
try. Don't try that, Chemo.
No, that's my
How many
point, and you
times
just
have
got a taste
come
of
in-
it. I'm glad
how
that
many
happened
times
just then.
have you come in and you
That
weren't
just proved my
happy with
point
it,
exactly
and you
what I was
muted
talking
everybody.
Carry
You've
on.
done that more
Carry
times
on.
than Kosho has done
Carry
it.
on, and Kosho will tell you how to speak, Pure. All right? Carry
And
on.
you do it.
Here's the difference. Pure is able to disagree with Kosho, and you might notice Kosho didn't mute him for it.
But if the conversation is that you don't like chemo, you fucking mute people so you can make it about you. Oh, this is the flat Earth is the most important thing ever. We have to be talking about this. Fuck whatever conversation you were having.
Shut up, Patrick.
We're not in an action movie right now. You don't have to act like you're narrating.
I'll
one,
speak
seriously.
however the fuck I want. Go fuck off. Clean a toilet.
It's ridiculous, but all right. Why is this little dickhead Sean G acting like I'm ducking? I've been in this room for 10 hours a day for the past for the past year and a half. This guy's running around acting like he can't find
Not
it,
year and a
and
half,
I'm hiding.
He's
Jeremy, you don't want to get a life, Jeremy.
He's acting like I'm ducking him or something. I've been right here, bro.
He's trying to call you out. It works on some people.
Jeremy, that's not a good thing.
I told him that yesterday because he's just trying to call you out, hoping that you would accept the offer.
Come on, that's not a good thing to
Whatever,
brag
he
about
knows
being
where
in
I am.
Discord 10 hours a day.
In a world where janitors receive little respect, one cycloptic custodian finally snapped.
This summer, worlds will collide.
I got your own people's fucking mimicking you now, Pure. How you like that?
At least they were actually funny.
All right. That was pretty good.
We're all cool, even all of us in chemo. Everyone's cool.
No, Kosho, really, they aren't.
No, I think we're all cool. Honestly, I appreciate chemo. I don't tell you guys this a lot, but chemo does. He does good work here, man. Sometimes like the motorcycle talk, whether it's motorcycle talk or just bullshit, the most boring shit. Sometimes I hope chemo comes in.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, I know,
some people like it.
The truth is, it's necessary sometimes.
Because you don't agree with it, or you don't like that topic, doesn't mean that you get to shut it off.
I don't. That's why I say. That's why I'm glad when chemo comes in sometimes, because I know that he will. Yeah.
A lot of people think that fucking talking about sweetbread and fucking European treats is boring as fuck. But do they come in and just mute people and get away from the conversation? No.
No. Listen, we'll talk about sweetbread or whatever we want. When you talk about your boring ass motorcycle shit, we'll shut it the fuck down. It's stupid.
Okay,
we had fun talking about sweetbread last night. Your motorcycle shit is boring as fuck.
So what about
you? I think you're living in some sunset.
Not everybody.
Or something.
Yeah, but I'm sure that some people weren't overly entertained by talking about sweetbread either. That's the whole point, is conversations come and go. You move in and out of them.
I feel you. If people speak up and want to change the topic, then heads will know to stop talking about sweetbread.
People have. But they don't
Not
come
last
in and
night.
just fucking mute people and shut it the fuck down just so they can make it about flat Earth.
Yeah, like usually if I'm talking about something and it's not entertaining the room sufficiently and somebody says something, the topic changes, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that easy solution. But you don't need someone coming in going, this is unacceptable. We have to be talking about flat Earth. I'm going to mute people. You're ruining the room. You're going to get banned.
I got a claim. You can
Here we go. Here we go.
You can measure.
If you say true vertical, I'm going to fucking find you and kill you, David.
You can't say that, bro. Yo, that's
you got the line here, David. That's what you got.
You can measure the world with two 12-foot poles.
Right.
We got two 12-foot poles. Now what? Let's hear the methodology.
So if you were going to
V times V.
Why are other people talking?
Like say you were new on you just came ashore and you wanted to see the topography of the Earth, right?
All right. We got two 12-foot poles, right? Now what?
And hold on. Can you hear me now?
We hear you. We hear you loud and clear.
Basically,
Roger that, little buddy.
You could go 100 yards or wherever you could see perfectly clear, and up and down that you went for 1,000 miles with just two 12-foot sticks.
Oh shit!
Sorry, say that one more time.
Say you had two people, and one of them had a 12-foot pole, and another one had a 12-foot pole. You could land at the beach and walk out 100 yards, take a measurement, walk another 100 yards, take another measurement, and you could figure out the shape of the Earth just doing that.
What are you going to do with the sticks, though? You lost me there first.
Because you're going to know everywhere you're level at.
How's the stick
Jesus Christ. All right, it's now time for everyone except David to talk.
Right? I'm pretty sure David has a 12'6", so he can fucking whack off goddamn Jaws or something. As he.
Oh, it was just
No.
fucking quiet by.
He said,
It was a good
how do you
effort.
get
Good